Hey, it's Jodi Ammon here telling you about the IMAET machine because it might be a little bit new to you, this idea, and I wanted to tell you a little bit more about it so you can make an informed decision about whether you wanted to include it in your healing steps. The IMAET machine shouldn't be a replacement for traditional health care. Make sure you have all of the options and all of the opinions out there. This will be something that will complement anything else that you're doing with no risks. That's what's so great about the IMAET machine, is that there's no risk to it because it works on frequency. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So it's a biofeedback machine, which means it works on frequencies, sending and receiving frequencies from the body. Because it's frequency, it doesn't do any damage. There's no risk to this treatment. That's the best part of it. I'm always looking for, when I'm deciding about what to do to help myself, I'm always looking for the lowest risk possible with the biggest impact that you could possibly have. And I found it in the IMAET. I studied with Dr. 𝑺𝒆𝒍𝒇 for about 15 years and took my family to him, and then started to apprentice with him to learn about the technology and how to use it. When he created the IMAET machine a decade or two ago, I started to study that and became certified in May 2019. And in the last couple of years, I've treated friends and clients and family members and have seen miraculous impact on them and their health and what healed. And so hopefully you could see a lot of testimonials below. I'm collecting them, so there might not be there yet. If you're watching this video a long time from when I'm creating this page, you'll see lots of testimonials below. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about it. The IMAET stands for Immune Modulation and Allergy Elimination Technique. So Dr. 𝒔𝒊𝒏 studied with Dr. 𝚜𝚎𝚕𝚊𝚗 for decades, learning how to use her 𝚓𝚘𝚍𝚒 technology. 𝚓𝚘𝚍 is an allergy elimination technique. When the practitioner learns to use muscle testing to test whether what is harmonious with the body and what is not harmonious with the body. So it could be acute allergies, or it could be food sensitivities, or it could be a mineral or a vitamin that your body really needs to have online right now, and we need to use supplementation to give it to you. So the 𝚓𝚘 practitioner would use the muscle testing and be able to test these 1,500. With the IMAET machine, we could test 7,000. much faster. So it's a great technology to be able to spread to more and more people. I'm currently doing some research to try to how to see if I could bring this to groups. So that is going to be really fun. Right now, I'm just serving individuals. So let me take you to the panel so you can really see what I do here. All right. Okay, I'm going to share screen here. Okay, once I put someone's identifying information in, we go to the wellness page, and I have 16 different panels to choose from to see what I want to treat a person with. And what I do is I ask the body what it would like to be scanned on, or I scan a couple of the major ones, and then I get some information from there. Like, say, let's do allergens. Allergens is one of the biggest panels. It's the main panel. We go through a method. Now, when people are sensitive to certain things, there's things that come up first. These ones on the top. This is mind and body balance, MMB, and then eggs and chicken are those are the top, and vitamin C, vitamin B, these sugars. Those are kind of the top things that usually trigger people to having some problems. So when you are treating, that's why we have 10 sessions, because we kind of get the outer layers off and sometimes inner ones fixed. Now the IMAET machine works on the genetic codes. So it's like something has happened in our environment, or from our history, or from our ancestors, a trauma, or some kind of interaction with some environmental element that wasn't good for the body. And so it changes the genetic code, and we have disease or problems or symptoms on the account of that. So the IMAET goes back in and refixes. So say it shut off like a switch, it turns it back on. So what I do when I work with somebody is I would do an initial scan. And this is what it looks like. So that it scans through these 2,000. On this panel, there's 2,000. When I say 7,000, that includes all 16 panels. And so I would do a scan and find out what comes up as part of, what comes up that is, I don't have the thing on my head and the other thing's not plugged in, so this is not going to have an accurate reading of me. If you're like, oh my gosh, she's telling us her, you know, showing us inside her body, this is coming from, I don't know, around the air. It's not me, even though it's me on the bottom here. So I'm not going to worry about if you see something like embarrassing, like some STD or something that I have. The IMAET machine is not, the IMAET machine is not plugged in. If you're on my phone here, you could see this is the system. So we plug the headpiece in if you are local, and if you're not local, we could test you with Metaspace. So I do a meditation, really connecting with your energy, with your permission, of course. We've scheduled time to work together, and with that time, I get in touch with you and tell me what your symptoms are, and then we decide what steps we're going to take. Once I do the scan, there's all these viruses in there, all these bacteria in there. A lot of viruses and bacteria are dormant in our bodies, and they cause inflammation. So we really want to get rid of the ones, even the ones that you don't know about, because they could be causing the later problems or immune problems or whatever. So the reason we do 10 sessions is because we gotta peel off all the layers to really get, especially if you have a chronic issue or something, there's gonna be a lot of things that are beyond each one. So I have a detox panel, and so I've created a offering that you could do 3 sessions with me to detox from the vaccine. So if you got the COVID-19 vaccine, you could have 3 of these sessions. They're through Metaspace, and I will clear any of the toxins from that vaccine for you. If you've had COVID-19, I also could do that. If you currently have COVID-19, it is in the IMAET machine, and I could treat you when you're acutely sick. I did that for a friend, and it was unbelievable how much, how quickly she got better from like, I might die, to I'm better and I could like do all this work. It was unbelievable. So especially if you have your loved ones, I think COVID, I would do 10 sessions. But if you want to detox from the vaccine, I only use the detox panel for that. That's why it's so reasonable. And there's 3-session package for you. And I will see, you can see the COVID-19 right here and there. All right, so it'll complete in a second. Okay, I want to show you the detox panel. So for this 3-session package, what I'll do is we decide on the time so you're away from your phone, because we don't want any interference. So any of these appointments we make them on purpose so you're away from your phone. And I'm there at that exact time, and I run the full body detox, and then I run this panel to check what's going on, and then I will treat what comes up in this panel. So it's good, even if it'll help you with more than even just the vaccine, because that's what bothers us the most. Like a lot of cancers are caused by viruses or mold. I mean, it's such a huge problem right now, bacteria and all these, and then vaccines. So this could treat other vaccines from your past. Parasites, food toxins, sugar toxins. These are the major things we have to detox from anyway. If like, oh, look at these things. If you're interested in that, you'd have to do the 10 package, because we do the whole kind of body treatment. But if you want this detox package, you could click that link for the detox package. All right. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me and checking out the IMAET machine and seeing how it could help you specifically. Over time, I'm going to be adding testimonials so you could really see the results that happen when people are treated with the IMAET machine and see how it could work for you. But if you want to work with me with the IMAET, just click and fill out the form and we'll get you set up.